Today we're taking a look at the Nokia 220 4G. And I'm really excited to talk about this device because I think it has a good design and it has good functionality for those of you who are looking just for basic, very basic phones. So as you see there, it does have a couple of extra features that we'll talk about in just a second. But let's first talk about the hardware, then let's talk about the software and everything else. In North America, the hardware comes at about $45 to $70, depending on when you find it on Amazon. And it only works with US Mobile or T-Mobile subsidiaries. So it does not work with AT&T anymore because 3G has been shut down. It also only works on the secondary SIM card. You will need an adapter in order to make this work. It does have a nano SIM and also a regular SIM. Use the regular SIM, not the nano SIM. The nano SIM is the SIM 1, and that one doesn't work with any carrier here in the United States. The AT&T card gets recognized, but it's not going to work, and it's going to give you an error every time you make a call. So again, only on T-Mobile for the US, and check with your country with the different bands. And I have tried to update as many as I know. But it does have a lot of nifty features. It does have a camera with a little flash. It does have a micro USB charger and a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, which is nice as well. And it does have a decent battery. It's very easy to access. It's not a lot of issues in there, but the battery lasts for a long time. We're talking about 4 to 5 days of battery life without any issues, just because the operating system is super basic. Now, even then, this only works with a couple of basic features for the United States. It may work better in your country if you're in a country that supports 2G and 3G. And of course, 4G LTE. This is a VoLTE LTE device, and that's why I'm able to make calls even here in the United States, but you're not able to get the full range of features. So for example, you're able to get texts and receive texts, very simple ones, nothing super important. But this one right here, for example, you're able to text, you're able to open up different things. As you see, I've been doing different tests out here. Options, view. You can also reply, you can call, you can forward, you can save the number or add to a specific list. If I reply right here, then I'll be able to, triple click right there, or you're able to change it with the pound key to the T9, and T9 comes in different flavors. You're able to use it. You're also able to change some of the languages in the settings. The device comes preloaded with some games, and it does also have an internet browser. But here in the United States, it doesn't really work because we're not able to access the APN settings. The Facebook here is just a link to essentially the browser. It's not an app, and it's not tracking anything of your data. It does have a calendar. It does have a clock, alarms, and you're able to create events, different things like that. No syncing. Again, this is nothing. This is not a smart device. You have a calculator and a couple of extra features that are super basic, like a countdown timer, stopwatch, torch, converter, things of that nature. You have files that you can load in, like your music, but nothing super fancy. It will play your music pretty decently, and I didn't have any big issues with this player. You also have an FM radio that you need to insert here, the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. And again, after a week and a half of use for this device, on testing it, I can tell you it's a very good device. It's actually very nifty. It's very light, and I think it will be a good option for a lot of you who are looking for a very basic device. Now, let's dive a little bit more into the settings. So what it allows you to do: change tones, display settings, profiles, things of that nature. You can also back up. But one thing that it was actually very interesting here, I believe, it's that it does have the ability to, on Bluetooth or accessories, I believe it is, right here on headphones, you can automatically answer your calls. I know this is not huge for a lot of you that are very mobile, but I actually received a comment from one of our users that said, hey, this is very helpful for me because I have difficulty with my hands, or, using an automatic answer can be very helpful for some of you. So it does have that feature there. I'm going to do a test for reflectivity right there with a light. It's not 100% great on sunlight, but you can distinguish the screen, and you can also change the settings depending on your preferences. It's of course never going to be like the Light Phone 2 with an e-ink screen, but it does its job. Now, I would say that the call quality was very decent, was very good. I will give it probably a 3.5 out of 5. It wasn't anything exceptional, but people could hear me. I could hear them. We can communicate. It does also have a voice recorder. I know that's something that a lot of you sometimes ask me on the reviews. So it does have a voice recorder. Now, there are a couple of extra features on the web browser, but since I was not able to test it, I cannot tell you whether they work or not. But again, you're able to access some information here and there if that's something that you're looking into. To use the web browser for maybe a quick search or something like that. Bluetooth worked like everything worked for Bluetooth. I didn't have any issues. And again, it's a very good device for the basics, calls and simple text messages. It does not have group text messaging. It doesn't even have a list option. I tried the list option and it didn't work. So again, if you have any questions about this device or any of the other devices that I have reviewed, make sure to put it in the comments below and I'll be interacting with you guys. Thank you for watching this video. And again, I'll see you soon next week with the Mudita Pure video. We'll do a live stream. And again, if you have any questions or anything, just put it in the comments. I'll interact with you. And the giveaway winners will be contacted tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. That's it for now. See you in the comments and also see you on the next video.